Hello, this is Nick George with Clouds Diamond Sharpening with a Turbo A5 2-speed clipper. First we'll check the hinge. It's good. Screwdriver, pop it back up. There you go. You need to pop that back up just so you know to put the blade on. Then we're gonna check and see how it runs. So that's super loud. You can tell there's play in the link in the lever because when you hold the lever, it doesn't make noise. So when I repair this, it will have a new link and lever. So you hear it clicking, and it'll be a lot quieter. So now let's check the cord. The cord is good. The switch is good. Unplug it, check your brushes, because you're going to have to take them out anyway, if you do the complete service. So the brush springs are a little sad, so we're going to stretch them out to make them happy. There we go, just about like that. Just so it's like new. Okay, take out the other side. Be careful not to break them inside, because you will have to take it apart if you don't want to damage the armature. Make sure the armature posts are like this. I know that doesn't really help you, but that's what you have to do. If they're not in right, they'll get stuck in the brush housing and you will need to take it all the way apart. Okay, so that's not very dirty. That's not bad. Alright, all aired up, ready to go. Put your hose clamp. See, because when you take this spring out, if it pops out, it's going to break this housing. This will prevent it. Now, if you break your housing and you have one of these on, don't blame me. You could still break it, I'm sure. I never have, but I'm sure you can. So I'm going to take the link and lever off because we're going to be replacing those. Remember, no grease over there. That's a grease catcher. If you put grease over there, it's just circulating bad grease. So don't put it over there. Bad grease goes over there. Now we take the motor out. There's the motor, pretty hairy. It's a good thing you got it serviced. You'll probably make this clipper last a lot longer. Because when heat builds up in this, it melts these wires, and then they start shorting out, and you get a bad armature. And it could also run these wires, get super hot, especially if your clipper sounds like it's like shaking a lot, like zzz. Then usually the armature is warped because you let too much hair build up in there, and this gets hot and warps this shaft. And then the shaft's wobbling like that, and then you need to replace the armature. So I recommend getting services because this guy's going to spend $25 to repair this. And if he never got it serviced before, then he would probably be buying an armature. But I could tell this guy take care of his equipment. Okay, so there's no hair down in there. That's good. Take your oil. Well, let's go ahead and check this thrust plate. See, there's no dent in it, so that's good. Go ahead and put a drop of oil on this bushing. Take the armature out, put it on here, on the back shaft, on the front shaft, where the bushings go, and then a little down in here. Alright, so you put the motor in, do a little spin so it breaks loose and gets all oil around it. Remember guys, oil is your friend. So oil your blades, it helps your clipper. And it'll stay sharper longer because When you don't oil your blade, the dirt just sits in there and grinds the blade dull. With oil, it just beads off the side. That's it. So I know groomers say, well, I groom after I bathe and I don't want to get them dirty. It's clear oil and you just got to put a line across. That's it. And so what my wife does is she puts a line across and she goes underneath the dog with it to get rid of the oil, and then your blade's oiled for that whole time you're using it. So yeah, it's not a big deal. I know you guys groom your dogs and then you don't want to put the oil on it because you're afraid it'll get the dog dirty, but it's clear, unscented oil. Sorry I didn't show you all that, but basically pop it in. See, it's a floating field, so it sort of floats in there. Alright, so put the brushes back in. Make sure you put them in right, or if they're hard to put in, don't push them in there because you're already putting it in wrong. Brushes should be very easy to put in if you got it the right way. Okay, got a Lincoln lever. Put a little grease around the shaft. Put the gear in, put a little lube around the gear. Put the link on. Put a little around the link. Put the lever on. See, there's no play, no clicking, nothing. Bend these up, don't bend them up too high. You just want to bend them up enough to line these notches up, and then you line the notch up. See the notch? See the little notch there? Line those two up. Put it down and hold it. See? It's on there. So now I put the two screws in. Regular screwdriver so I don't break the housing. Nice on a screwdriver. Flathead. There we go. There we go. It's on there. Plug it in and hopefully it turns on, or I'm going to be really embarrassed. Way better. It'll speed up a little. Hear it speed up? That's because the field and the armature are not hitting each other now, so now it's going a lot faster. You have to do this to make the field reseat into the lines of the case. See, so there's no click. Here, no click. Sounds good. Low speed. We can pop my test plate on here. Sounds beautiful. Thank you for joining me on this basic Lincoln lever repair. Have a good day. Keep it sharp. Keep the hair out of it. There we go. Have a good day.